Hey guys, welcome back to Trending 10s. Today we're going to be looking at movie villains who are gorgeous in real life. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss any of our banger uploads. Without further ado, let's jump right in. At number 1, Gwendoline Christie, Captain Phasma in The Force Awakens. Gwendoline Christie did more than bring Captain Phasma to life in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. She was also the first on-screen villain played by a woman in the series. Not that anybody would have known that had Phasma, who was conceived as a male character, kept her mouth shut. She never keeps off her chrome helmet once during the movie. I was lucky enough to be given a couture suit, so the armor was made to fit my dimensions exactly, she told moms in charge. I just love that we maintained the practicality of what she was wearing. You put this armor on and you feel rigid and uncompromising. And also the actress was in the hit series Game of Thrones. At number 2, Helena Bonham Carter, the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland. It turns out that Helena Bonham Carter has been through plenty of transformations into on-screen villains over the years. And she's best known for the many movies she's made with her now ex-partner Tim Burton and his go-to collaborator Johnny Depp. She's a lot more than just crazy wigs and gothic makeup. Here she was behind in Red Queen. The film was such a hit that it went on to make over $1 billion across the globe. And of course, Bonham Carter is a person that should be thanked for this huge success. Without her role, the sequel was way less successful than its predecessor. She once said that she loves camouflaging herself and that she instantly fell in love with a strong character. Helena had plenty of screen time over the years, including her part on the Harry Potter franchise, where she played the role of villain, deranged Death Eater, Bellatrix Lestrange. At number 3, Charlize Theron, Eileen Wuornos in Monster. South African beauty, Charlize Theron is known for playing characters that are both tough and attractive at the same time, but she only had to bring one of those traits to her breakthrough role. There's dedication to a role, and then there's going as far as Charlize Theron in Monster. The movie is about the real-life Eileen Wuornos, an American criminal who was convicted of taking the lives of 7 men. The film was such a success that Charlize earned an Oscar for Best Actress as a result. She thanked a lot of people in her acceptance speech, but perhaps chief among them was the film's talented makeup artist, Tony G. To start, Charlize gained 30 pounds to get the jowls to look right. Tony G said via the makeup gallery, "We all had those things together, but she still had this creamy, poreless, gorgeous skin," Tony G added. "With makeup, I had to create the years of abuse to her skin. All the freckles and capillaries and sun damage, either through hand painting or working with an airbrush." At number 4, Brian Prince as Predator. It turns out that plenty of thought went into casting Brian Prince as Predator in the 2018 addition to the classic movie franchise. Described by Den of Geek as an unfeasibly tall man, Brian Prince won the part of the titular alien in 2018's The Predator not only because he's gigantic, but also because he's a parkour expert. He'd already worked in productions such as Black Panther and The Walking Dead, but this was the first time that he had a leading role. Brian first applied to work with the stunt team on the movie, but was soon asked to fly to Los Angeles. All of a sudden, Brian was the lead villain in the film. It was a huge jump from drawing comic books, but Brian took to it with ease. Standing at a whopping 6'10", Prince was the perfect build to play a hideous predator. Though in real life he's not only good looking, he's a great guy. Olivia Munn said to me, "There's no way you can play the Predator. You're too nice," the athletic actor recalls. At number 5, Elizabeth Banks, Rita Repulsa in Power Rangers. Undoubtedly one of the most iconic TV villains of all time, the Rita Repulsa from the 2017 reboot of Power Rangers was very different from the wacky, comical, hat-wearing baddie we came to know in the 90s. Before, the character always wore a loose robe and conical hat. All of a sudden, she was in the brand new character as Elizabeth Banks took the wheel. "So many people worked on my costume," the Bond actress told Sci-Fi. "It was intense. I wear at one point a full body prosthetic from head to toe. The only thing that isn't covered by full silicone is like 12 inches of my chest area, and that's it." Speaking to Parade, Banks said that she may never sign up for prosthetics heavy role ever again. "I went to sleep in the makeup chair," she recalled. "I was there for 4 hours, so when I wake up and look in the mirror, it's a different person sitting there. I never feel like the character until I'm walking in their boots and carrying their staff." At number 4, Ralph Fiennes, Lord Voldemort in Harry Potter. Although Lord Voldemort is now one of the most recognizable and underrated villainous turns in Hollywood history, things could have been very different. Believe it or not, Ralph Fiennes almost turned down the role of Lord Voldemort in the Harry Potter films, only agreeing after his sister convinced him it was worth his while. Ralph's acting was enough to bring the spirit of the villain to life, while makeup artist Marc Coulier was tasked with transforming the actor's look. "We only had about 2 hours to do Ralph's makeup because of all the filming restrictions, so we had to design around that," Coulier recalled. Voldemort's slit-like nose was created digitally, but Coulier did as much as he could practically, making eyebrow blockers and temporary vein tattoos for Fiennes. It worked well, the makeup guru recalled. We covered his whole head and veins in about 10 minutes. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to Trending 10s, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.